Ebusuafo ye mamo akwaba eba national agenda. Today's agenda segment no so ena yamo akwaba jowa bayi. Eha eye Netu television sanso ena omu tie yen ewo radio so no. Yamo akwaba edwaba oman 107.1 FM. Said me kan ye no ene wo fa kwabna sapon enemy guest. Ye ba bedi nkomo ewo ensemu a ebu efuni anase di adencheche ewo ye meimu. Ensem akoso ewo parliament o oba bia wo mu ade akodi the honorable Anodompra atem speaker say obefra asem no ye hwe ni mu baka voma wo enso so say appointment committee no mo gigiska including the chairman enti chairman no any appointment committee na in fact enra sa sitting no mo call ya ekuko pie mu wo ho say voma wo aka so mo gigisika ene mo ye adwuma no enema Dr. Omanebo amade ni delay ya ono abo anodom prepare so ne be kasa so anya bia ono nti no mu delay ne mo ntwen kakra na ombeba ne de so a ewra yi free hia obekeka nsem a ensem fata sa e de che ono abo anodom pre no ene ye ne ono abo anodom pre kasa ewo man FM so no kasa in fact asem no ha no ba se de ni nuanom mrahye bedwafo nyina de omano atom bie ya omo eka no speaker ede ne nurse so a ohwenanim. Now, say assembly see ye appointment committee on mobile chamber hono. A running by hope ever patch on no catch and say he doesn't even want to see lady no. Or free one now or qua now on corridor ni more was see I ye, the mupebia or monye. Hey! And no man be raise issue no war the chamber na floor of parliament. I should be your phone will be a account once 7 years a rano. Said the uncle can in the subano no. Senya de se sa na ne suban ti anka wei ontumi me da se suban ya di ewo parliament eno ewo ho enti ene parliament for say bakavoma wo eno omuhia no appointment committee no eno attorney general de krata akoko to say owura oponini se do agongo asem no omo nto aso our state ne interested bi munti se si aye kasa yi according to emranim for no owura oponini sedu agongo ya akweta discharge wo mode ya dachi bi for the same facts no untumi for mo nkonko gina court na onkasa wo kwa kodi wo mo asem no awu ebinum aka say MPP aban ba so ye say ebinum age double salary osimo de ombe court asem ya nte ho hwe enti say ndisi for nso aba na so mo so opuni asem mo nto aso a ene na so be it but eba sa na oman no se obi eye bone na so onye politician na ono de emrane ni bedi demom so ye politician na na ban ba de a ewo se ofa ne hu kokodi to ana ene so ye question ewo ho a ye bisa no ena no pay ye list e de akọ ade ababonten ya appointment amampania ye eko mampania bedi echi Professor Jenna no Poku Agyapong ne office na office no ena ababe piem say ye chief of staff Ediama vice president office. Anybody break can say honorable say chairman sabonso ye ni di nkomo nche no can say chief of staff wa ye in vice president office the Ghana bakoze mo bin sida because chief of staff no our presidency no the presidency no vice president so can presidency no ho enti eye den e konya two different chief of staffs chiefs of staff presidency eni enkomo bia ekoso ya ofa kwabran sapon be pese obedi sankomo no ena no pe yesi nkonwa ye de bre on behalf of the production team no wa join yen Facebook and say YouTuber ye mo akwaba mimi din abena nyaako kwekuma ofa sapon ye mo akwaba
ya akronto
ya akronto de mti bia cho now what to say
ya akufo-addo
ye de nyame ase ye de nyame ase ensemu a maboboso yi initial comment and then you be go into detail.
Well, the same one boso ni nyina ye no kre asi na you be say e bi asi the history moda e bi asi da anya nanko parliament ya accuse you especially ya accuse parliament is all magiska. This is not the only time.
Okay.
And oba bi anaso bi ko parliament akudi parliamentarian atem. So me close to Mahama Can make us on fire, mommy.
Because you are even acting.
Okay? To send warning. Because I near Manua Ghana for see MP for ya. India poor batia yen. Ibina mammy show no. Ewo hono. So we positioner. So what you say? On yes ada. And as a man poster and on yes sir. I'm telling you. If she is nobody, then there's no way say obe behave sir. But they say I left no. Do one people here who the hell are you? So the Mahama so be a late. So bad juma. So bad year swearing in. Or frown the intiwamba untimi bedru. That's your fire one which I support anyway. So what I say, this woman must be fired.
Only or more can say position I the man yin free in 7 years.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm using the word fired. In the sense this woman must be sacked.
Oh, fired in the
So you need a dear. I must send a message to all of us. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Now, Upuni case, a buying AJ is not new. A buying BIB. All right? It's not new. I see so many times in our fourth republic. The more I feel more chair and as a more especially 18 to 22-year-olds, you know, one can say a democracy. No, a buy a government does it, and these MPPIB, NDCIB. There's nothing wrong with it.
But Ebasana na enye bone ne ye fo aso.
And enye bone ne ye fo aso. Enye bone na ye fo aso.
So into me,
the Attorney General decides to prosecute.
Yes.
The Attorney General be back. Was a case here we me share fast now. Me interested in being prosecuted. It's not prosecuted. Attorney General say me PE. I didn't know where the omoya was yes. Attorney General the case is kokotwa. E do baby house in nolly prosecuted. Say mona mola lawyer for amun. When him say the sick.
I know mo kan.
And nolly prosecuted say whatever.
Nolly prosecuted.
That's right. It's the same thing. And one well you so word there but sad walker.
But why don't we look at the case, you know, any
They don't have to give you any reason. That's the law.
And yes, a law no baby or why?
No, a wine power because Attorney General to me court no can say nolly prosecutor. I didn't think another Attorney General can say mean twice I say Misuda as a how. Didn't I say how?
But the gravity of the case
It
and how long it has traveled.
It doesn't make that's the more reason it should even be thrown out.
Yes,
that's the more reason it should even be thrown out. 8 years you have not been able to prosecute the guy. Why am I wasting my time and money at the court? Why? 8 years? I'll throw it out.
Yes, I buy now a tremono and to me and prosecute to the and
8 years you have been going on this case up and down for 8 solid years. American you want to go the effort was F8 years.
I had a year to be fast.
Send man can.
Mr. Sampo.
One to me and no be about you no prosecutor. Was it been charged?
But that case, no, Mr. Sapon, Abra case in the course on nim how or opening say Dragongo on the lawyers, no, or more useful technicalities at the delay case. And we cannot blame the former Attorney General and their office.
You must also use your technicalities to defeat their technicalities. And should we allow the case to go on 20 years?
That's not the best, but
yes.
Even I him say even at the time a judge and now would no a call retirement no. Almost uncle file say yes started say something you know afresh.
That's the law. They haven't done anything wrong. I'll give you an example. Okay, and I'm sorry it's going to be an example in the United States.
Okay.
I had a guy, okay, Okubu Insurance Company, and I chain an insurance company in the court. And a man, bail. That's what opposed a bail, bond. Do opposed to be an answer court. And they call who lawyer be. They call a lawyer and so $8,000 each. And no 8,000 cash on Jimintia. And will be referred to another lawyer. They call a lawyer and so $500.
Just 500.
Just $500.
Okay.
And you are kind and never number him and him numbers him. And yes, okay. Yeah, they $500 in the bank. Hey, Busala said, oh, why is he charging $500? Is that the whole case or that the not docking fee? I said, no, that's the whole case. I'm saying, why? I said, because I'm not going to go to court. I'm going to frustrate the insurance company. They will drop the case.
Oh.
So
because the law allows that.
The law allows it. Because I will frustrate them. Any move they make, that is my account booth. Insurance company, they don't. One case, insurance companies in America don't want to go to court.
A best say on my image.
That's right. Also, I say, crash be a president of an insurance, chief executive of an insurance company. Because one says insurance company, almost deny claims. Chief executive, and Crawford about Jessica, some be defending.
Yeah.
So that tells you why insurance company some court in. So the same thing is happening here. Opening in the lawyers, you're smart.
But how can they
case, it took 8 years. The very day na court the very day another court no come a decision, he filed a motion to stop them. That very day. And you said the Attorney General, let's now 8 years. You're back up and down. I'll forget the case. Indeed, the moment you need home come on, and say legal system,
but Mr. Sapo,
and encourage corruption in any way, encourage bad doings.
Ebasa na akwakoye se tememuni die oye boni a ye di na sem kokosiase but se nipa no ewo political class ni mu pe na ye kwakoye na sem no politics. Sa president ne se nyema o man.
This is not the first time. The law allows it. The Biblia law not allowed yeah. Untimi can say cheating. And yeah, cheating. Dividend fee say to be.
But we no embolden other people to also do the same not. Because Oma buying by Ibeja.
No, and no cressa. The only thing the president can do so be amnesty. At the time be on our pay. Such as be or be cop. And as he be assume power to say Trump I an American. So what I say. Assume power houses have go for we 1,600 a jelly or more could be money a jelly on only on personal and the omina mom amnesty. The law allows it, and will be this is not an abuse of the system. Do we know? I don't see it as an abuse of the system. Okay, I have nothing wrong with stopping this case. Because it has taken 8 solid years. They are wasting our money in court. Mind you, any time those guys go to court, it costs you and I money. This is our own prosecutor. I didn't necessarily spend the time.
And in this case, the emphasis was more abana echemono.
The emphasis will be abana echemono udi mraso. Until share court and say. This is so deep assembly. And Mrano democracy and sanity is an asshole. So they say, but it's the best form of the governance. Unless it's open dictatorship. Open dictatorship, they are fine. You go to Burkina Faso, you go to Rwanda, all those people, dictatorship, if be fine. And the judge in the Quran gave it to me a unity. So what I say. By end so we knew me no. You decided say since 1992 no. Sa by no dictatorship yem baby. This anima basaba say ya do fi say enye. You be hu ne da. We see it all the time. If America, which has practiced democracy for 300 years, is using it now, why should you be worried? Say yes, you be using this. Yes, you using this. Or mama practicing it 300 years. Sadia ayi, or mama yebi. Say, I didn't say how. That's the system. So don't worry about it. Don't let us waste our time on it. It may prosecute you. It doesn't matter where you come from.
But we say now acquitted and discharged those. That's how we be to be found one time.
That's a case closed.
Hey, case closed.
Correct. Case closed.
Let's say quite do be ban ye de bo financial loss to the state in your sem for handing in ano. Not state in any case and an prosecute too. Another say. I
wouldn't say the state in any case. If I say the case in any case, the alleges are seminal, when we are state will be default. I wouldn't say that. State law case on demand prosecute 8 years. Ubiaba or share case more said the city and or say men cosubio. Timon Van Tunche. And your cases over 2 years and obey and obey twice.
And a bit of hobby or bet twice.
If you hold bet twice, yes. If you hold bet twice.
So I will put it the idea.
Yes, but I'm saying, say America for my practicing democracy 300 years, a year beer. The antina any 30 years. Ye beer, as I say, how the system now you're practicing. Bibi sa obi betimi aye politician bi betimi aye do ya eni some money high so eni some money high.
Okay say the can say case close and you should be close your case no ha
correct.
Afi ye be parliament na aha na ye di nkomo e di a free parliament because enra and someone a course for our parliament no many people have condemned say adia a course for our parliament no and yet I said the institution of parliament ni nipa bia bo mu tiri mu pose wo mo ebema parliament animu nyam no abafom Senya saneti a eye den na wokoje obi wo parliament for appointment na obi nka wo mrahye bibani na obekwa kodidi natem eye den na wobetina oba bi wo abonten na obeka kire se mrahye bibi appointment committee no omo didi sika no omo de ye wo modwuma. Is it the case service as upon say ebinum aye wo madwen say the institution of parliament no omo ebebu nanimti ana ana wo hu ne sa
you who said you been since starting po. Eso my retekua or yetekunko amount.
Sasha na ama sempo asempo nkwa na nya.
Sempo nkwa about. So I just say, "Dimu two okra for." Now two more money for.
Okay.
So, respect is earned. Okay. Mama no di oye no. Matrana can say me Mahama in a cabinet Libya, that woman will be fired today. Nothing will stop me in urging the president to fire him.
Okay.
To fire her. Okay? That kind of insolence, it is a tolerate.
Yeah.
The empire and non-tension. Now I am bribe Parliament. This is not the first time Parliament is being accused of taking bribe.
Yes.
The Enisa Aye will be 18 to 25 or the Bear. By any I was there from 1992 up to today, this is not the first time. Okay? So if it's not happening, the parliament must sit down and ask itself. What Argentina Sanya may BBI can fire. Oh, Argentina. Partly the MPs and partly public and also you can. Then what would be the public in the count? Second, said you see, look at our MPs. Pressure. Yeah, the two almost see a press perform now. So what you say? And so come. And now here, Mama Yaraga and Ra PM Express on a Joy News or whatever. The Busana Sasa Muya. Or say some businessmen be cry a bani ho. A catcher and say, almost percent almost jiji sika. Normally called bois or more nipanwa ye yino as a minister. So, and he was surprised. But we say, nipanwa person mo called bois. What Bob will have our catcher so here be visa and one see Debbie.
Tomo koboa na yede.
Nipanwa wapa see Debbie. Then we say why? What will your behavior? Why? Why do you want to do that? Nipan wa mabe busao. Adentina mo person mo industry no mo industry coding and mo industry coding dia be hu nipa kro. So at one more industry coding. I want to say please don't do that. Because our parliament there we almost 184 ministers. MPs,
yeah.
There's no way say MPB
I just
be disqualified. Just say only you know yenya petition bia. So as you say we are who she are ye. You know sakra na yen disqualify. You be call president no ho. Ni akoka kire ne say nipa no o meet wo president. O standards na person set no into withdraw no. So what I said, please, I'm just giving you an example of where the public, out of their own, feel say, as I say, wow, and then it goes down with our cultural practices. So be a dear mawa. So what I say, as all your day.
Also, ye bibi man.
As all ye bibi man. South Africa, a minister, now or a governor of one of their provinces. As a governor, no, businessman be a juma. Big job. And Zuma by and obey papa no, governor no, obey the minister. Or any minister and a businessman no koto Mercedes Benz 600 class. 600. Say or the coche. Or the coche numpo. Near Busan there. Or say a brand new papa no, that was about 5, 6, 7 years ago. Why yeah, governor no figure echo dada. The papa no ye na dia. So just in the soy pa nti say any minister dia person who tono. And you walk toka no na dia amano. You see, the man did not solicit, but the culture over there and say, "Ubi ya dia mawa." It's say we day. It's say udana say. This is what
Mama
Yaraga referred to. Now, Parliament said Oma Jessica. Like I said, this is not the first time. In our time, Okujeto Ablekwa made that complaint. It was not even an outsider. I think I'm sorry. But a complaint was made. I withdraw Okujeto's name. A complaint was made. He said, appointment committee no wamo Jessica.
Yeah.
Parliament anti-committee. Committee. By a cosi say. And you know, say no crack. Both parties were involved. So they like collaborated. Emma allegation, no, ebe allegation for. I'm only saying this to say, this is not the first time, and it happens. Okay? I've had instances that at one time I was at Dome FM, and it was said, MPs at Jessica, when they are considering bills. Yeah, ministers and bills are ministers and they back MP. Parliament MPs ne Jessica and sign no more approve bills na ma. At that time, the minister was she say, I was going to condemn in some words I can make use of station. Can you I was very angry. Such place, and a MP back to station and were fresh stations or much or mammy or Kasa for about 1 minute. And that station in the mammy, I say, hey, you call my son, Mamma, can I correct?
Hey, Sam, I'm not yes, the money. I see a several more can I see a several more can I correct. No moment can be, but don't go and say it and everybody. It is true. It is true. And I've asked a minister who told me, yes, it is true. They pay. And so no more approval. I shall not approve bills. And see the former work on the union too. I'm not saying that. I haven't said that. Okay. I'm only trying to say, corruption against parliament, it has been there. But senior o can say nipa ne frɛ o ka kyerɛ say ɛyɛ no kure. On to me ma bonten e ma meka say ɛyɛ no kure. Nti ye be de na ye yi saa de na free. And the parliamentarians know, they heard the accusation. They heard it. At that time, you know, Oman FM, na me NDC MPs pre na ɛkɔ. Okay? One program back on the Collins that and start here. Some program no mo ye na anwumre na fio poku ane yeah. Almost start on Tuesday night. Burning issues. Yeah, no, not your burning, no more burning issues. Me referee, no money me. Okay. But ne College Dowda. And you started our program every Tuesday. Yes, for almost but 1 year. And some other panelist. Back our program. So what I say. And yet now this is not something that Parliament almost TV that. Okay, but almost say Beshishim. I'm also invited. Very good. 10 o'clock. Yeah. Say, Baya, do you have one fan cop? Because also I'm in life. Yes. Now you're in Chibi. Saturday near 10 o'clock near me. Yeah. I'm saying, I'm 10 day and yet 10. I'm saying, the Rabokra. Now you're in Chibi. But they wait and you knew. So I say, and there's a parliament, Moana. Omo, a show omo. Said that these kind of things, no. A bejai. A bejai. Ayana, and near maybe a omo yen a man crofonia suspicion, they can't say muyana. Well, if it is coming consistently, then it means it's happening. That's what I would say. It is happening. Okay, and it's very difficult to prove. For instance, that's the point. Bills, you know. Yeah, almost says, man, minister now can't let me say. The MP in Parliament at that time told me, say, yes, I am correct, they do it. A minister told me, say, yes, I am correct, they do it. They pay. A minister. Say, they pay. So I just here. And I asked them, how do you account for that money? I say, don't worry. But parliamentarians are there for our interest. That is what I'm saying. The pressure on them is not excuse there. Because I don't want to give an excuse why you are doing bad thing. So what I say. Yes. Otherwise I will support Galamsey. So but why are they doing Galamsey? Because I come to them. That's what I do. I'm could some to pre-bar. Gold go better no manjeska. So what I say. So I will not use that to support their action. Okay, I see program now can you dear me who? No. I don't know if I'm there now can. Dear me who there be again. Okay. Well, next week maybe the program all right. So what I say. There is no excuse. We shouldn't encourage it. It's a clarion call to Parliament. So with that, they have to sit down and ask themselves and question themselves. I didn't think this idea happen occasionally. Why it almost happens at every vetting. Because there now can say allegations here by ya also be there vetting asem here and a confess allegations in by.
Yes. Such as it. Vetting. Anytime Parliament has to meet to approve something. That's what you say. Because bills. There are two kinds of approvals. Bills and loans and programs. Bills, loans, and programs. These are when the area accusation. This is not the first time. Please, I'm not saying that.
Say no, share numbers are majority why would somebody has to also could sika as an ebe approve na bibi
me before this case crowd e buy no such as here na me no be adi nkomamma who said this time the minority for no one become
omunya bibi entru because so many numbers it's not just 8th parliament today they omu didi pa
parliament be already but when I come on let me say when they say they minian omu become pa because this time there
they don't need to give you money
to say na ayaraga ekan so you don't need we have the numbers 184 the why elevate me and stop you from approving you. So the minority, the minority won't become this time because we are and Fabibia and the meeting same way can say majority for Jessica. I'm saying why? Why na ombeti me Jessica? And then no more prove or more
any pa ye no say on
opposition bia anyhow. Just say adia nipa no why bibia a violating constitution and that's a morally wrong. So they say we nipa ba ko a nominate no na onye registered voter. So I say dia de call ye Bako, you cry the military accountant be or converting such as you know that case be because of that case, no, ministerial position, man. These are things and the MPs Nina be an best support because they would rather on withdraw. So they said the Ayaraka can say case the Bassa, they'll withdraw you. So since 1992. Nobody has been refused an appointment. Nobody.
Yeah. A backup back and forth, but still,
but some have been withdrawn.
Yes.
Withdraw as in the woman system. No say your body and to me and prove you better withdraw. And the men way no there. I am in one way. Bram tea and I am in one papa. Or say minority. One can say minority pool.
As majority, including the chairman.
Okasa including the chairman.
Yes, Okasa nyina.
Eh, sir.
Anything no masemo no committee anymore.
Nentina chairman no bisa. One of the contestants no say I'm sorry, Satam na say by am so banbuama. Ubisa so odi no. Wa huni da. What ka time on ne gamo manbuama clear bibia say no, I don't remember the last time I talked to you. Since they make my appointment there, me no kasa, me share baby.
Yeah, he was making a point.
Yeah, and I'm saying right, obi wa be dem say why is this question? And I'm saying look, ya accuse you almost say omoje bribe. And your person who say papa no ti ho no. So what you say so ni no. Na so no cry di nkomo ni bia. Na just say the bribe no e betimi connected. Do be so clear bia any doubt bia. Okay, no, now, Manabama, Eka said, no, we share that. And that cleared the man. But, say, Omwaba, a good, say, about 10. So, money back 20.
Yeah, should the Acoso.
Papa, because.
Beshe. Oponi also Mumai. Oponi and said Dragongo's case should not be seen as one of those things. Legally, the argument Wafa is making sounds legally good, but I believe it does not add up politically. We are saying politicians are being treated with kids' gloves legally, and it's not good. It's not in a good taste. even though there's legal basis to do that. The Bible says we have the right to do everything, but it is not everything that suits us. Okuku Seku Ewa Damfa sent in that one. This one says, good morning, Abna. I'm watching you live this morning. Tell Mr. Sapon I am his secret admirer. Uncle Theo. And now, or do we buy also a power sempa of a Sapon? Now, okay, this one says, Mr. Sapon at it again. He should not be speaking this way. He is being insensitive to the ordinary person. Was it the government who was delaying the case? Why would it not embolden corruption and theft among politicians? Our political leaders should not speak this way. Ono social media eno ono de feel say enka semni ye di kosia enka ebeboa yen papa peye but oba no asem na ye kan Mr. Sapon enra Mr. Speaker kasaye eno say wato de na asi asem no so obefre oba no ne ono abo no dompre nyina na the ebesie no or the but people are saying say the video na go viral no the lady should make a public apology to Honorable Anodompre and the institution of parliament. One is half for near Adwene.
Asem bia beba wiase. Ya o handle say what 2 nights is the worst way to handle a case.
Okay.
What 2 nights to pet na ye na dwibiri.
Na ye na twa nine.
Oh, Ajalani dey.
Is that so for?
Ajalani dey. I am a story biachi oversee what I'll say it off air.
Okay.
Ajalani dey. And then twibini. Asro no ye ha. Na fam no ase no aye pacha. Bibi ke kwa bi kan no announce Ona kote. So the speaker onye ni sa.
Okay.
Onye the MPs no every question. So open public apology. Just Brown or Kai or to Jumbi. Or see, we all make mistakes in this world. It takes a man or a woman to say, I'm sorry.
Okay.
It takes but a fool to walk away. So, and this a woman, no? So, Sadia Ositino, any position idea man, as a set or unqualified apology to another prayer and to parliament as an institution. The backbabbing, so also prayer another prayer anyway, no one can want now. You are not helping your fellow MPs.
Okay.
It can happen next time.
And no, that was the worry of Honorable Haruna Idrisu, for instance. Say, and then no, Honorable another prayer, but it can happen to any parliament.
It can happen to you back then. Don't think it's a NDC for no power and G. So what you say? See, I shall say, Mahama, or Chinmutan, I saw some
LGBT, and none of Coco divorce, I know Coca.
So, also a Chinmutan as a source sign. Well, life will crowd the better. So,
yes,
somebody can come and insult you on that statement. So, okay, say, I'm for me now. Somebody said, me offer to be no call America. Okay, one insurance company. Okay, to become an actuarian, it may take you about 20 years to qualify. Okay. After you left your university degree, no? Because mathematics, ding. Now, what I see, okay, first time one, or one, second one, and then the boss and friends say, hey, you want me transfer passing so no.
And so no passing is no problem.
Because of passing is one problem to know.
Yeah.
So I say, what two no, I can't one. Now wait now, or they pass the exam no, or move to be that. And they don't want to have a situation where or pass it. muntimi and promotion. They won't have that. They will be chat. One more conscience any of them. But one pass it, one pass it, I am promote you, and will be uncomfortable. Don't have the qualification. So, dear Baby, you one the now, Sabe, yes, because of that, no, be a bit to me a farm my day.
I can pay
actual. And this is an opportunity, in my opinion. So what I say, Ube resolve way, ama a sending message. Ama the public who say, yes, Parliament, you mean business. You may have your faults as an institution. But the fee said, as I said, you respected MPs. As an institution, the individuals may have faults.
Yeah.
There's no two ways about it. But I'll give you an example why we didn't prosecute the money for a
double salary. Why?
You know why?
I want to know.
Yes. The image of Parliament was supreme. That's what the government said.
But people are not happy with that.
I agree with you. I agree with you. People are not happy. You say an offense is an offense. Okay? Samina mikoye ya. Get me back. So what you say? But the whole parliamentary institution, you know, yes, sir, na yimku parliament in Mwase. You betray, you belittle one crowd. They will not be respected anywhere in Ghana, anywhere outside Ghana. Ghana and so you were high respect. ECOWAS, ECOWAS. I say UK, Sata Mano you know. One views, one qua. Bibia Badia, British for Becano. I don't know. And they is supreme. When we go to ECOWAS, we have that kind of advantage. So what I say. And the BBC say, they say, Abano a prosecutor MPs.
But you know, can be and go for your man to Abama.
That's fine. You say who your mistakes now. Yeah, what can we are coming? I mean, can one say. So, and say, young preserve that institution. So be there, and yet a binding boom and then obey it. Yeah, preserve that institution. And to me, I gave him a mark for it to preserve the dignity of the institution of Parliament. So what I say. What you say?
Yeah, the sad end is all my son, but on beside you.
One more as this goes on. So what I say. They will do a self introspection. Now, be changing kakra. Because this is not the first time you accuse Jessica. All of them they know. So this is not the first time. Maybe some of them quite believe we say money might have changed hands. So what you say. But you go and you see a day, I see him. And they will go every extent say Vomawo ebeba. Now obe substantial is going to be extremely difficult. Because unless it's only PSC can. So what you say?
Yeah, want to mean can he here saying koho.
And then the person who PSC come and now man cash CASH cash.
Of course. So when you prove? Say we are an electronic transaction.
This is all you will say. Oh yeah, it's okay. Shall we?
Yeah. And that's all your bank transfer, yeah.
That's right. But say yes, sir. If you only my third party in the call, yeah. Look at just when the third party na do sika.
I'm a dreamy ho.
And give me any proof no, that is what I'm extremely interested in seeing his proof. So to me, prove it will be a lesson for the MPs. It will be a lesson for the MPs.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Burundi say ni also be catch me off air no. Can say see and they are interested, they want to listen. Don't mind Burundi, why? That's what person see. And Mampani at the Krata Babonte, Nipa, where you or more, or Mukoya Juma, our vice president in the office. Yan is the chief of staff assigned a womb in the person of Orale Sedefia. And people are raising concerns. Say, chief of staff for dear, back or share presidency nina. What do you mean? Say President Kufuor time, Free Rollins, President Kufuor, Mampani, Atta Mills, any Mahama first one, akufo-addo, any Sabria woman, or follow all through. Abako semono, yenya bibisa.
In simple term, no, yenya sad designation, no, ebi.
Okay.
By yenya and Kufuor, omuya adwuma or vice president office.
Yeah.
So what you say? Yeah. Omogdoso kakra. I can't count the number. But designation chief of staff, for time, we didn't have.
There was only one chief of staff.
There was only one chief of staff. The chief of staff during Kufuor's time was only for the presidency. Vice president office, we had some key men there. The two key men who were there at his office, Babian Samoa and Obi Amwa.
Okay.
Okay.
Babian Samoa was the press secretary. And the press aide.
No, I think the Babian Samoa, if you want Obi Amwa, and I say Obi Amwa, if you want Babian Samoa, and buy.
Okay.
These were the key men there. But he still had the staff. So what you say?
Yeah.
But these people, no, we didn't call them the chief of staff. Oshe Baumiansa is the same. So we had Blay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Augustine Blay.
Augustine Blay.
Secretary to the vice president.
Right. Okay. He was probably the key man there. Okay. But we didn't call him the chief of staff. I don't know if that's what I recorded his name on my phone. Oko Breaker Masha. So I'm sure the chief of staff.
No, chief of staff.
PA chief of staff or something like that. And me who why Mahama or that designation. Okay? Because you are creating the impression say even though you are cutting here, you are putting the expenditure here. You are not cutting the budget.
Ministries in are working.
And then it's part of it because you are creating a dual position. Okay? The chief of staff at the president, at the vice presidency. Is she responsible to the chief of staff at does she or respond or where are they to or reporting to the chief of staff at the presidency?
And also near assembly.
And also near assembly. And give me mom me fee say a wrong designation.
Okay.
That person could be Augustine Blay. That person could be Obi Amwa. Okay, that person could do the same work as Babian Samoa was doing. We never call these guys chief of staff.
Okay.
To distinguish, you say, we have one chief of staff at the presidency. Yeah, include all the workers at
vice president.
The vice president's office.
Yes. They all report to the chief of staff.
They all report to the chief of staff.
And this is chief of staff no vice president for no be reported to a chief of staff. That presidency for no I reported to a chief of staff and I say
that is some to me in India. Yeah, let's take it. It's just a designation. Okay, to me in India, a wrong designation. Okay, mean to me can't too much be other than say you can be performing the same duties that Babian Samoa or Obi Amwa was doing. So what you say. But now that we designate him as chief of staff, it becomes a different thing. They will have to explain. It sends a wrong signal. Say we are not cutting costs like we want to. So it's just like the creating a ministry of special initiatives. So what I say, you are creating a ministry of special initiatives to do the work that all these ministries are doing. So yeah, you're creating that presidential PSI.
Yes, presidential special initiative.
Right. Yeah, creating that. Well, all those industry, all those Juma and person, so what I say, could have been done by the Ministry of Agri or Ministry of Ministry of Energy and as a Ministry of Industries. But when these people create these PSI initiatives now, yeah, now own person special attention to a program beer. So what I say, on person or more introduce and also execute. It becomes specific for that ministry. Do attention na ebeko. And only reason Emma, the presidents tend to introduce a ministry of special initiatives directly on the offices. If you are no office, presidency. So, they don't have deputy ministers. They might not even have a chief of staff. If their offices are the presidency, they might probably use a chief director. They might probably use the chief of staff office to service them.
Yeah.
Oh, those are specific targeted programs. In the president, special person be
in charge.
The Ministry for Special Initiative.
So, President Akufo-addo bisa baya.
Akufo-addo.
Yes.
Akufo-addo.
And the ambulance near the Union.
Right. And we so IAB. So that's it. We were trying to question him yesterday, say, any duplication. But minimum the fee say a duplication because he can even put one 24-hour program under him. It's a special initiative.
Yeah.
Special
but
program.
I think somebody is in charge of that.
Yes. That minister. So that person would be under the Minister of Special Initiative.
Okay.
So this are chief of staff would the end of a wrong designation.
Okay.
There are certain designations you introduce the office of the chief of staff and the office of the majority leader. Who's at times the former ministers.
Yes, but when would the
yes. Now say Yenkrano. Now Akufo-addo didn't do that. He didn't call his chief of staff Minister for Presidential Affairs. Kufuor the first time didn't call his chief of staff Minister of Presidential Affairs. Because the moment you say minister, he has to go to Parliament for
vetting. Yeah.
The moment you say minister, you can reshuffle that person. So what I say. Now Kufuor, I'll tell you why Kufuor created a fray. The Minister of Presidential Affairs. Okay? Unim say they are criticizing us or we are corrupt. So what I say. There was corruption, both outside and inside the presidency. And you have been say corruption with presidency, what yeah. And nipa obey the fulcrum, obey Trump for corruption and so pan. And funding same pan, chief of staff. The only way I Ghana for be who say corruption was and I say any one. Remember na converting. Now mean to me solemn for chief of staff and say on your day. Converting. He changing the title. So he made the Minister for Presidential Affairs. Said you'll be converting now. Vetting on corruption now. That was the only reason he was made Minister for Presidential Affairs.
Okay.
But he didn't check. And he only the title and the objective was say, vetting. Most of my office, I'm a corrupter. The chief of staff in a BBA. About so.
I catch and say one of these days, if I say interview. Why?
I call at the metro.
Good evening, Ghana.
Good
morning. Good morning, Ghana.
Good morning,
okay.
And Randy.
Yeah.
The last day. or the two chief of staff in the bar. Okay.
Yeah.
Or the two chief of
and
staff.
And see, saw Baha.
Oh, bet him the two chief. Go for two chief of staff now. The Jumano chief of staff, the Jumano pie to say, Mummy, no, na why said
you want to do that until the false.
Mumma, inside. So we are not here to criticize anybody. We just want people to understand.
They appreciate
the work of the chief of staff.
Yes.
So why you be under NDC, also why you be under MPP, into Monka and Che. Maybe all the invitation come out official invitation. Come out the last one. And the one anybody in the crowd say, "Me referee the day."
NDC no.
Yes, Rolling Star.
Me referee the day. But Mr. Sapa, your time now soon.
Oh, she's here.
I know. I got 2 minutes now, about 10:30.
Oh, they said now we are 11. And Rabbi who catch you.
And run no boy about me druntem. Until the other time you become home. It is open 11 then next week then I heard this.
Yo.
And I also person can NPP for us.
Yes.
Just 2 minutes. Sorry.
Why so I came. Now, elections are koi him say you lose. That's him. Fact, you lose very badly.
Yeah.
Oma boyen abra yesu. So what you say? And troop who be that? You see, I say, I boa atasi. So, Jankrofo, we can win, we are not can win, no my can win. But I dear back on I jatu say. Bibi echo money. Yeah, as a set, then. You trust it. Now, near my call boneno, you said, yeah, you between the attitude ye. Ama patino, I a cono bio, ama in crofora, or mocoyano, or momocoye, and one more mutinifia, one to aban, or momesan abba. Okay, Yashasia with the committee. Okay, committee number starting regional tours. The notices about your platform, so indeed. Say, maybe Timmy fast in drunk, and maybe in a book time on all the regions.
Okay.
So I just here. Dear Samara, be beer, what you want, if he said, and yet a call a toast. Now, and no come into a ma, you lose you about so I just here. And so be a call neck committee. And so, body in crowd, but in a chair committee.
Okay.
So, because say Oko hospital one di me an kan kire doctor baby a wo yare a doctor no ntimi ma waduro I say one time me call hospital am doctor no say am say me hu nyina I say but that's no disease.
You need to be specific.
I say tell me I don't understand hu nyina what do you mean?
Yeah.
I say me hu nyina am basa. So
yeah
the sramora.
Okay.
The sramo what ntimi nkwa for WhatsApp, for command constituency chairman, and as constituency general secretary, and as regional chairman, and as regional secretary, and as for national chairman, and as national secretary. 5 people you the command committee no and Sabeka.
Okay.
So what you say?
Okay.
Said ye yena ye betimi hu die nti ema you lose you abana say aye entasin no a you who there, you tree cry, fan. So what you say?
Yeah, Nipa na near penny then and not to does.
And not to does, correct.
Yeah, your viewers near listeners in the old boy, or more sharp, or yeah, no dear. And I must say,
yeah, sir. Mamma, sir, exercise, and yet exercise, who we enquire, then to be and a bar, only a court was a years where they are 2 or there be. This time the bar. Would be at it because your committees bear 2 or 3 for election losses. Yeah, Obia who the committee no the latest one was for committee.
Yeah.
Me appear before the committee. So I just say, me name committee no report. And before name committee no report. Maybe some mistakes in one fine and one year twice 2020 I 2024 of course 2024 high say government the report no buy and then you who ya and the core constituencies near the my communication near the who ya came back me to your home. So when in a year no 2020 in the election no agaya lose no
okay
in this aba my young correction
okay
the misram and we so a person we so a person presidential income besem ko misram ara
monto mo boase okay
monto mo boase say boat no esin so a shake ya senke the boat no senke a better one be officer
untumi meye
officer so boat no senke a better be chairman boat no senke a better be secretary the more monam na mo preachy so when yan sisa we anye say give me person general secretary me person me chairman me person me presidential candidate all those this was we are one for we are ba sa time me srem enanru ho we have the whole of this year to correct this. After this year, no sa nema no kan mo betimi aye 2026 and you must start your be unstoppable.
Yeah.
Jimmy Sremo. So see as all man no di wanim. Na so make intelligent suggestion be am pokra. Ya beka say we serve interest
in na wo kan.
And now yes I
no manfa.
Then wa hwe ane ya amfa.
Okay.
Jimmy Sremo. Sremo. And accusation and we I say what we say na we I say what Mr. Sure, Sadia no committee. So what you say? Na committee for no.
Enya ho adwuma. Mr. Sapon that's for your time. Yami aduma next week we petition ye be dia to ye be 11.
Oh hallelujah.
Abushafo ye time aso ye de moasi Yami aduma wochna national agenda e be san ba wakwan mu na se se ade madwuma e na Burundi e de twa so wo man FM so. Me din de abena nyako kwekuma on behalf of the production team no ye da wase se oni atena fiti anopa e be si sabre.